Back to the marketplace. Before we went on a short break, we were talking about the textile industry, and maybe we were even highlighting some of the things that the textile industry people are going through, the various subsectors, some of the challenges they have been facing. Before we went on the break, we were talking about structures, and I think, we need a solution-based approach. Ashok, what are some of the things you would recommend, not only to the government, but also players within the industry and policymakers and regulators? What are some of the structural implementations you would recommend?
First of all, it has to start with us, the people in the industry itself. We have to create a platform where we grow the industry from within, because we have a lot of talented people out here, designers, tailors, cloth makers, artists who want to grow their art and careers in this kind of industry. Because you have a lot of problems with people coming in from the university. They think that if you want to start this kind of business, you open up an Instagram page, you do a few garments, and then you start posting, and then you're sitting back there and waiting for clients to come. It never happens like that. So the market itself is very different. So us guys who are in the industry have to create a platform where these guys can come in, be absorbed in the industry, learn on how the industry is and the marketplace, and then they can grow by themselves. Secondly, the institutions who are providing education based on people who are supposed to come in this industry, they have to rethink the syllabus, the way it's set up. You take someone to a tailoring school, you teach them how to tailor. This is how you cut, this is how you create a pattern, this is how you stitch, this is how you do your finishing, then that's a garment. And then what? Are they going to buy the garment? No, they have to sell. How do you sell the garment? The market is very different. This is not Europe. This is not Gucci, Louis, or Prada. This is Kenya, this is Africa. The market is different. How I'm able to sell a garment to you is very different. Mass production is not a very viable thing here when it comes to garment making, because we don't have our own fabric.
Right.
Employment, labor is very costly compared to other places. So we have to be able to create a syllabus where these people can make garments and sell to the market. Third thing is the government. The government has to come in always. These taxations and cost and everything else is bringing that industry down, and the industry hasn't grown yet. It's still growing. So to take it to that level, they have to sit on the table and decide that us, the guys who are in the industry, are supposed to be on that table to have that conversation. If you impose taxes on us, we'll pay because we'll have to eat. But this cost at the end of the day affects the bottom line of the business and the growth of the business.
Right, and maybe speaking about some of the things that would be implemented, I'm sure, Kathy, you usually have a lot of conversations with people who are within the Mtumba industry, even in Gikomba, and you have, the possible solutions that you could be giving to the government that could remedy the situation and the decline that we are currently seeing. What are some of them?
Ours is not as complicated as theirs. It's very simple, actually. So long as there are containers coming in, the biggest problem of Mtumba is the taxation, as he's saying, because it's importing, and everything that is imported right now from outside is very costly. The taxes, the levies, there are so many charges that you're given to, for us to be able to bring the container to where we are, it's very expensive. So I think they should only just be considerate.
Right. And maybe, Kathy, you've had a tremendous amount of experience in this particular sector. For maybe the new entrants in the sector, some of the youth who are looking to go into Mtumba, they don't know what type of bale that they should be choosing. I feel like you've perfected that art in your own way. Maybe if I buy a bale and then it comes with maybe gothic costumes of something of that sort, I won't be able to sell them. What are some of the tips and tricks you would give them?
They should know the suppliers. Like me personally, I deal with known suppliers. I can't just go and pick a bale to sell or to open. I am very keen when I'm choosing a bale. I know the suppliers, at least there are suppliers in the market that people know, that are known for so many years, that have nice things. But you just don't go blindly. Before then, at least right now we are there to teach people how to choose a bale, or we choose for them. Before then, you could only go to a shop, buy, that's why we used to hear that bail in a choma kabisa, because no one ever used to talk about it. But right now we are there.